Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a favorites video. I know that I actually missed, I think like the last couple favorites, which is really sad because it was like my thing. I would do favorites videos every month, but I have to admit that this quarantine just kind of got me all messed up, and I honestly didn't really have that many favorites to even speak about for the past couple months. But recently, the makeup brands have been pumping out a lot of new makeup, and I've been so fortunate enough to try some new great products. So this is definitely going to be a little bit of a shorter favorites, but I do have some fun new products that I've been loving so much this month. So if you guys want to see what my favorites were, then please keep on watching. So my first favorite is this palette from COLOURPOP. I actually just filmed an eyeshadow tutorial using it, and I have actually a couple on my channel. So if you guys want to see that, then just head on to my channel to see some tutorials using this beautiful palette. This is their Wild Nothing palette, and I really love this palette because honestly, when I first saw it, it wasn't that like impressive to me. I just thought like, oh, it's pretty, like nice neutrals. But actually, the more you play around with it, the more you see how versatile this palette is, and you can totally like create something super fun and also just like tone it down and use a lot of those beautiful neutrals in there. And it's just a beautiful palette. It has a lot of really nice mattes. It has beautiful metallics. It also has a couple of super shock shadow formulas in there, which I love, and it's just a really gorgeous palette. It has the names written on the back. It has the names written on the front. All that's missing is a mirror, but for the price, you can't really ask for much more. This is just a really beautiful palette, and I've been using it a lot this month just because it's like so beautiful, and I love the neutrals. I love like the soft metallics. That pop of that like silvery green is just amazing. I'm wearing it today and I can't get enough of this palette. I just really think it's amazing, and the COLOURPOP quality is always on point, so cannot go wrong with that palette right there. I do have a couple more COLOURPOP favorites because I just received a bunch of new products and I've been playing around with them all month and I love them. So this is another one of their new products that came out with that collection. This is their Lux Lip Oil, and I really love these Lux Lip Oil formulas. They're a new formula, and they're kind of like a mix between a gloss and almost like a chapstick kind of feeling. It's kind of hard to explain. So they are like lip oils technically, but they're just more of like sheer glosses. And I really love, of course, this nude shade over here called Skinny Dip. It is just their lightest shade. They also have like a pure clear shade, which is really nice to like just wear on its own or to top on top of anything else. But I really love the Skinny Dip shade because it is so gorgeous. I'll swatch it for you guys, and this is just really nice when you're like running out the door and you just want to add like a pop of color and moisture to your lips. It is just so effortless. They're just really beautiful. They're glossy, but they're not like overly glossy or sticky. They just feel really moisturizing, and I love them. They have a few other nude shades in their collection, so I really love these. I also have to give a shout out to this lipstick. This is actually an older lipstick from COLOURPOP. It is their Velvet Blur lipstick in the shade called Bloom to Bloom. I'm actually wearing it today under a gloss, and I'm obsessed with this formula, guys. The Velvet Blur formula is just like beautiful. It honestly just looks like airbrush on your lips, and this color in particular is just beautiful. It's almost like a coffee color. It is just so pretty, and I'll swatch it for you guys as well. And I love these lipsticks. They just feel so like luxurious, and the price point is on point, so I love that. This is the color. It's definitely more of like an orangey cappuccino shade. It is so pretty. It is really flattering on like a bunch of skin tones, so I really love that. I had to give it a shout out because I've been using it so much this month. So I also have to give a quick shout out to these other two COLOURPOP products. This one is their Jelly Mud Shadow in the shade called Mystical, and this came out with the new collection as well. And I'm just obsessed with this shade. I just had to give it a shout out. I know that the Jelly Mud Shadows, I've talked about them a lot on my channel, and I'm just obsessed with them. I love the formula, but this shade over here, guys, it is like the perfect like rose gold amber color. I just cannot get enough of it. I'll swatch that for you guys so you can just see how gorgeous it is. And these Jelly Mud Shadows will dry completely waterproof on your lids, and they will not go anywhere. And I also had to give a shout out to this new formula from COLOURPOP. This is their cream shadow, and they released a bunch of new cream shadows in a matte formula, and I really love them. I've been using them a lot actually. I love using them as a base for my eyeshadows, or even just popping it on the lid just to add like a nice matte color because they have like some nice browns. This is their lightest shade. It is like a concealer color. This reminds me of the MAC paint pot. I forget the name. I think it was Soft Ochre. Soft Ochre looked like this one, and it honestly honestly reminds me of it, and this is like totally drugstore prices, and the formula is amazing because it goes on really creamy, but then it'll set onto your eyes so it will not crease, and I just love these over here. I love how they released a bunch of matte ones and they're just really fun. Next, I had to give a little shout out to this Makeup Forever concealer. This is the Matte Skin Velvet Concealer, and it is a new concealer from them, and it's really beautiful. It is high coverage and it's a multi-use concealer, and I just really love the formula of it. I find it to be really blendable. It looks great under the eyes. It's also good for spot concealing, and I have the shade 2.4. You are getting 9 milliliters, which is really good. This says it's 24 hours, so it is long lasting. It is full coverage, and it's just a really good concealer. So I had to give this a shout out. If you guys are in the market for a new one, definitely try this one out. You will love it. Now I have a few NARS products that I've been obsessed with. Let me tell you, obsessed is an understatement, especially with this palette over here. This is the NARS Orgasm X palette. I am just obsessed with this palette. This is the cheek palette, and it comes with 2 blushes and 1 highlighter, and I love the blushes. I've been actually into more of like a pink blush kick, which is kind of rare for me because I definitely love like my orangey, terracotta, bronzy shades, but pink blushes I just find, especially for the summer, have just given me a little bit of life. And this highlighter, guys, I cannot rave to you enough about. Oh my god, the formula is just beautiful, and it is just so metallic and bright. Let me try to swatch it for you guys. I have like a bunch of things on my hand right now. So I've been using this highlighter every single day. I'm wearing it today. So it honestly just like melts into your skin, and it gives you that perfect golden glow. It's definitely more suitable if you are on the medium to dark side, because if you're super pale, this might be a little bit too dark for you, but it's honestly just so gorgeous. You can even wear it as an eyeshadow. I cannot recommend this palette enough. I'm not sure if it's limited edition, but if it is, then definitely get your hands on it ASAP. So another super favorite of mine from NARS is this bronzer here. I believe that this is fairly new. This is in the shade called Paradise Found, and I just love the packaging. First of all, you're getting like this like big luxurious packaging, and a nice big mirror is included, and this bronzer, there was an overlay of like a golden kind of shimmer, but that just like you wipe it off and then you don't see any shimmer anymore. This is just like a matte bronzer with a little bit of like a satiny kind of finish, and I'm obsessed with this shade. It's honestly my perfect bronzer. Like, I think I found my perfect bronzer. I know that's really hard to say because I do still love the MAC Give Me Sun. That is like my OG favorite, but this one I've been using every single day since I got it, and I'm just obsessed with it. I cannot live without this bronzer. It is definitely my new favorite. If you guys are looking for a new bronzer, then you need to go and get your hands on this because you will love it. I'm obsessed with it. It's just everything. And it honestly smells so good. It smells like the best perfume ever. It's like not so strong, but it just smells amazing. I can't even explain it. I also had to give a shout out to these NARS little eyeshadow quads over here. These were also from their Orgasm collection, the Orgasm X collection, and I really love these quads. I actually use this quad in a tutorial, and I'm obsessed with this one in particular. I also love this one, but I have not even used it yet. So if you guys want to see a tutorial with like a cranberry eyeshadow look using this palette, then please let me know because I would love to film it for you guys. But this palette I've used a lot, and I can definitely say it's amazing. This is the Orgasm palette. That's Orgasm X. The Orgasm palette has 3 beautiful metallics in there, and this one like vintage peach shade that I'm just obsessed with. I cannot get enough of it. I wear this all the time, just all over my lids, and it's just like the perfect vintage peach shade. I can't explain it. It's just really gorgeous. The quality of these NARS palettes are amazing. Their eyeshadows are on point, and I love how these are so small. They're amazing for travel, even though we can't really travel much, but they're just amazing for like any kind of day trip that you're doing and you just want to bring your eyeshadow just in case for like a touch-up or something. It's amazing. They come with mirrors, and I love these shadows. So definitely check out these palettes. Let me know if you want to see a tutorial with this one. I would love to. I know that fall is coming, so cranberry shades are going to be all over my eyes pretty soon. So let me know if you want to see a tutorial with this. So last but not least, I almost forgot to mention this. This is the blush that came with that ColourPop Wild Nothing collection, and I am obsessed with this blush. I love orangey blushes, even though I was just saying that I love pink blushes now too, but orange blushes just like speak to me. I don't know what it is, but I'm obsessed with this color right here. This is like the perfect tangerine kind of shade. This is in the shade called Wayfarer, and it's from ColourPop, and I'm just obsessed with this packaging. I don't know like what it is. It's just like a beautiful like sturdy plastic. It has like this this nice gold embossing. It is that nude color. It's like a different shape than their normal blushes, and this big mirror included. It just feels like so luxurious and like ritzy, and you guys know ColourPop is so affordable, so that is just a plus, and I'm obsessed with this blush, and they just killed it on this. Like the packaging, the blush, the colors, I love them. So if you guys want some affordable blushes, check these ones out. I love the shade. It's called Wayfarer. And if I don't have enough blush on already, let's just add a little bit more. It's just like the perfect tangerine shade. I cannot even tell you guys how much I love this. And these blushes blend out like beautifully. As you can see, it just kind of like airbrushes onto your face. I can't explain it, but I love this one. Check this one out. If you love orange blushes, you need this one. Okay guys, so that is it for my August favorites. I cannot believe that September is literally a couple days away. I just don't know where the summer went. I don't know about you guys though, I'm actually super excited for fall. I know it's kind of sad to say because especially living in Canada, like summertime is just so needed. Like we need the summer, and even though we were in quarantine, knock on wood, we've all been pretty healthy and we've just kind of made the best of the situation. So I hope that you guys are too. I hope you guys are staying healthy, and I would love to know what your favorites are. Please let me know. I would love to check out some new makeup. I've just kind of been in a rut this whole quarantine with new products. But recently I've just kind of played around with some new makeup, so that kind of excited me about makeup again. So let me know what you guys want to see next, what kind of tutorials you want to see. If you want to see some fall looks, I really would love to use that NARS palette and create like a cranberry look. So give this video a thumbs up if you want to see that, and if you like this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!